Okie dokie. Oh, what do we got going there? Mr. Jacob Showers, what did you do to the on-stream chat? I'm just gonna blame you because why not? Alright, that should resolve that. Okay, cool. What are you up to, Mr. Showers? What you got going down? So it begins. Well, I guess I'll give it a minute or two and then talk about the arena results for Doom. Don't really think anybody was expecting that. I mean, some may have thought he might go low, but my goodness. My goodness indeed. Okay. Let's see here. So normally I would be, if not done, a lot closer to being done, but I got started on time, but I knew I was going to have it interrupted, so all week, unfortunately, my mornings are going to be interrupted, so going to make for an interesting arena grind, and I'm kind of thinking I'm going to start today as though I was going for the champion in the featured arena, and we'll see. We shall see. So I'm gonna run all 6 and 5 stars on this first session. When the 5 stars come off cooldown, I'll get the milestones in the basic, and then go from there. And go from there. Adam, how you doing? How is your day? What you got going down? What you got going down there, Mr. M? So I think between the 6 and 5 stars, running them all, I should end up with about 13 million. I haven't done a full run of the 5 and the 6 in the featured for a while, so it might be a little bit more now. E. Smith, how you doing? Coming with the Shadows raid. Well, well, well. It has been a while. How's your day coming along? So yeah, we'll get this arena nonsense started as though we're going for a champion, and then I guess it will really depend on where we are tomorrow. JJ, how you doing? Will W? How goes it? How is everybody's Monday coming along? Mr. Shadow coming in with...
There's just one thing.
What's that?
Raid's here.
Raid!
Oh, this just in. Apparently, it's Raid.
That is no longer a raid animation. That is Shadow's animation. How's your day going? Slurm, how you doing? Relentless? Parasite? Okay, okay. What is everybody up to? I was just saying, I'm going to start this arena nonsense as though I was going for the featured champion, but every day this week, I'm going to have at least about an hour interruption for where I would normally start arena. So if I get up early, it should be okay, because I could probably get up early and get champions on cooldown before when I would normally start. So yeah. Got a can of Raid right now on my desk, in fact. Uh-oh. That might not be a good thing. Well, no, it probably isn't a good thing. Yeah. I haven't played the other Raid clip for quite a while, actually. Because I think, yeah, pretty much whatever you come in with the Raid, it's going to be that, the old commercial one, so. Tom Higgins, how you doing? How's your day coming along? So I was in your stream earlier, when you were starting, and I heard you saying about your mother and stepfather with COVID. So I hope they get better soon, and then especially your stepfather, because yeah, that would be pretty worrisome. So oh man, I think so I was going back and forth last night after seeing the results of round 1 for Doom, or hearing about it, whether or not I'd actually want to have a go to get him duped round 2. And if I only ran my 6 and 5 stars twice a day, I could get 81 million. I think I should be fine for running them twice a day. Except Thursday, I have to go to the dentist, and I think that's about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So long as I get the champions on cooldown prior, it should be fine. But, well, actually, no, Thursday doesn't matter. Thursday's fine, because this arena would be done. But, so the issue there is whether or not I run the 6 stars early Thursday morning, meaning I won't be able to get to them for the next session of arena until later. But I think Thursday is when the shard arenas are going to start too. So even the siren animation for raid is good. Thanks, Mom is recovering, but stepdad is in a bad way. No official diagnosis, but very sick. It has the symptoms and is not vaccinated. Yeah. Well, hope he gets better quickly. Good, thanks for grinding those units. How you doing? I'm doing okay. Yeah, doing my normal unit grinding nonsense. Except this time I think it might be a champion grinding nonsense, but yeah. So I don't know, man. Like after Doom went so low round 1, it would make sense that he would go up round 2, but I don't know. Like I could do mid 90s without refreshing, but that would be like being on the ball. And every time the 5 and 6 stars are off a cooldown, going at it. And I think I might. Tomorrow could be okay, but Wednesday I might miss 1 refresh with the 5 stars, which would only be 5 million, but I don't want to be spending any units to make up for whatever I miss. So, yeah, we'll see. If I can get to about finishing today at about 26 million, I think I should be okay for getting mid 70s to 80. But yeah, if I can't get to 26 just today, then I don't think I'll keep going. Well, I'll keep doing the arena, but I don't think I'll be trying to get the champion in particular. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I'm going to run all 5 and 6 in the featured now, and then when the 5s are off cooldown, I'll just do the milestones for the basic. And then we've got the T4B coming up soon too, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. Are any of you going to be grinding for Doom second round, or not going to bother with that nonsense? Okay. And I think so. I updated my arena results, and then I looked, and the Trucos information is different than where I usually get my info, which happens quite often. I think where I don't know why. Well, I guess they're different sources of information, so that makes sense. But I think usually what happens is when Trucos ends up updating them where I get my information, they change theirs to coincide with what Trucos has. Batty, how you doing? Okay, gonna slip out. Have a good one, bro. All right, Shadow. Thanks for the raid. Much appreciated. And yeah, I hope everybody's feeling better soon. That would not be a good time at all. Not at all. Batty, what is new and exciting, man? Are you all set for this gifting craziness? The gifting extravaganza. Oh dear. Wasn't paying attention for a second. Okay. Calm yourself now. coming out of the gate all hot and bothered. Gee, no, you're not ready for gifting. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Well, we still got another 2 weeks. Well, exactly 2 weeks. Because it starts on the 20th, so... Which I think if I'm able to control myself and I don't spend any units, I will be able to hit 30,000 units before... Or, yeah, just before gifting starts, so... That's kind of what I had in mind, so that's not too bad. Grinding for Doom, second round, it's a trap, said in my bar voice, and all went way low second round, but I see the opposite happening for Doom. Yes, I'm at 9 million grinding for the Doom. Nice. Yeah, I should have been, so if not for like I got the arena started, I went for about 45 minutes, and then I was on a phone call for about half an hour. If not for that, and then before the phone call, I was getting ready. So I skipped out for about 45 minutes of grinding. If not for that, I should have been done to the 6 stars. So yeah. Who's all enjoying their war rewards? Well, when we get them tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday. But, I mean, we weren't supposed to be getting them until Wednesday anyways, right? So as far as any planning or anything like that, there's... I mean, not that it matters for me, but I would have liked to have had, just to be back over 100,000 6-star shards again. Which, with the season rewards, I should be. No, it's not in yet. I would expect... Yeah, we wouldn't have seen them over the weekend, right? Because their offices are closed for the weekend, so nothing major in the game usually happens during the weekend. And if we were to get them today, I would think it should be... it should have probably been about by now, really. So tomorrow is more likely. Tomorrow or Wednesday. Wednesday, Thursday is when we should have gotten them. If the season ended properly. And I don't know if they would really... Considering that's when they should have been out, I don't know if they would have really done anything to ensure that we get them a day sooner. But it'd be nice. Especially for anybody wanting to swap alliances before gifting. Because yeah, I'm sure there's people who are looking to change alliances that are getting anxious now. Okay, AQ has started. I'm going to be a bit late to join AQ. I guess I could... no, because none of my nodes hold anyone else up. So I got into war. Used up my energy there. So got that craziness started. And I died. First fight... No, second fight. Second fight in the war, I died. Yeah. Then again, it's the off-season, so that's usually what happens. Riddle me this, Batman. I'm using Guardian right now against Mags, but I'm magnetized. I mean, the dude wears a maple leaf. What? See? Not an ounce of metal on him? Might be metal in his veins. I just assume that all texts are metal. And every time I use Yondu or fight Yondu with Magneto, I always expect him to be magnetized. Every time. Even though, like, once I get in, I'm like, oh, right. Right. It hasn't happened the last 50 times. So it's not going to last. It's not going to happen this time. Yeah, no, Guardian is metal, though. But like I said, I just expect all tech champions to be metal. I think Star-Lord and Yondu might be the only ones that aren't, because I think Rocket is. Yeah. Who did I die to? The opponent that took all my health. That's who. Who was it? I think it wasn't anybody difficult, that's for sure. I think it was Sorcerer Supreme. Yeah, the first fight was Was Morningstar, and I think the next one was Sorcerer Supreme. So I used Omega Red for Morningstar, just because any opportunity I get to use Omega Red, I want to. And with her being duped, being able to have Omega Red bleeding the whole time, it's going to work out well. And I should have gone in. I don't know why I went Omega Red for Sorcerer Supreme. I mean, it would be fine, but I had Claire and I have Warlock on the team. Either of them would have worked as well. And Warlock probably would have been better because of the power control, but yeah. And to be fair, if it had been during the season, I would have done it different. Well, actually, if it had been the season, I would have been on that lane and I wouldn't have had Omega anyways. But yeah. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to be right back. Okay, man, I don't know what's going on. It's getting hot. And the heat is turned off. Okay. I don't know how Kabam will justify that, but all good. Still won just a log fight. Can't believe he's metal. Learn something new about this game every day. Yeah, I don't think there's... So what did I say? I said Yondu, Star-Lord... Sure, there's other techs, but those are the only two that come to mind who aren't metal. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure that Rocket is, which, yeah, in his case, that kind of makes sense. But let me just see. Let me see. So what are you planning to put up for Doom? Relentless? Guardian. Yeah. Now there's somebody who I don't think they're metal, but they're AW metal. Now who's the other one I was wondering about? Rocket. Oh, I don't have Rocket as a 6-star. Okay. No, I'm quite okay not having him as a 6-star. But I think... Oh, he's not metal. Okay. Okay, and Star-Lord isn't. Yeah, okay. And then Yondu isn't. Yeah, okay. 120? Oh, damn. All right, dude. You're not messing around. If I thought that I needed to do that, well, yeah, I don't think I have the time this week to do that, and I don't want to. If I were to refresh, I could. But yeah, I don't want to refresh, so I'm going to have to stick with the 80-ish, which actually 80 million for me. Oh, hang on. I just realized something. There we go. I had the round 1 predictions up still, which I was way off. I was off on all of them. I overshot the Doom and I undershot Purgatory. I was closer on the Purgatory ones than... Or no. Yeah, I was closer on the Purgatory ones than the Doom ones. Rocket's gun is metal? Yeah. Yeah, but he's not tagged as metal, though. I thought he was. But when I just checked now, he's not. I think Nova is, too. Yeah, I think Nova's metal as well. I wonder if they will ever do something. So when they introduced Blade and they had the villains, dimensional beings, and well, the mystic ones, well, you can't really do anything for somebody who's mystic. If they're mystic, they're mystic. But how they ended up changing titles, like for Corvus, Proxima, Ebony. I think Ebony Maw is still well, he'd be a mystic, so it's not going to matter. And Call, how they changed them all so that they weren't villains, so that Blade didn't get a benefit to them. I wonder if we'll ever see them introduce a champion who should be metal, but they don't have the metal tag, just to get around being magnetized by Magneto. I don't think so, because I don't. Yeah, Magneto's not. No, I mean, he's definitely a good champion, but he's nowhere near as dominant as Blade was during his day. We've had champions that have had their time for sure, but I think Blade might have been the longest running, like, must-have champion. Oh, this is not going well. So if I can get an L2 off. Whew, okay. Whew. The way they done Corvus is villain, but not anymore. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I used to be a lot better at being able to punish his heavy. But it seems like now I go in just a little bit too soon and he still got the unstoppable, so I pay for it. Come on, dude. See? Yeah, damn it. Just watched your 6-star Awakening Gem video. Congratulations. I gave mine to the same champion. Yeah. Yeah, I'd had him for more than a year. No, I think I've had him for like 2 years, actually. And I had the opportunity to dupe him from a Nexus a while back. But I took a new champion instead, because at the time, the only thing I really had to use him for was Abyss, and I had a max 5-star. And so that's why I didn't decide to awaken him from a Nexus. And I'd had the generic gem for quite a while. Initially, the generic gem was going to go to Ghost, but with the removal of the Legends Realms from story content, and then just how Ghost isn't really working properly, well, for phasing recoil, isn't working properly. Still a great champion, and still I could see somebody giving her a generic, but for why I would have wanted her awakened, yeah, the need for it is gone. And then having been able to awaken Omega Red from Arena, and actually I still have another generic, and the only champion really that I would see a big benefit, and it's not necessarily like ability wise, it's just the prestige, would be Doom. But I wouldn't use a generic on him. If I were to get a class 6-star Awakening Gem, absolutely would go to Doom. You should have a Void. You're on the ball, aren't you, Jacob? But I was going to wait until we saw the Christmas gift, because I really feel that one of the things for the Christmas gift should be a 6-star class Awakening Gem. And I could use a gem for pretty much every class I have somebody that I would awaken. Nick would have definitely been the main one for skill. And I was a little bit hesitant to use the generic on him, because I was like, well, if we do get a class gem, there's no other skill that I'd want to awaken. But I could use it on Kingpin. I don't know how much I would use Kingpin, but he is better awakened, so yeah. But yeah, we'll see if we can't get Doom awakened in this arena go. I think so. I think there was a really big difference between the top end scores and then the cutoff for that first round for Doom. Like, I think the top end was around 180-ish. Buddy Lee, how you doing? Look at that. Look at that. Celebrity in the chat. Okay, okay. It's been a while. Are you at work? Are you slacking at work, buddy? But yeah, I think the top end was around 180-ish. And then the cutoff being 60. I think the... Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel that if I do go for 80, I'm going to miss. And I think I'm only going to miss by a little bit. But one of the things, too, is I do need Mystic ISO. So I have Unstoppable Colossus to put some ISO into, and then I use the gem on Doom to rank 3 him. I got a 2 to 3 gem from the unit offers for Cyber Weekend. So he's rank 3 unduped. I don't know, like, if I get him awakened, whether it be from this arena or however, or a gem or whatever else later on, I don't know how many Sig Stones I'd really put into him. Maybe just enough to bump up my prestige a little bit, but I wouldn't rush to max him out to get him to Sig 200 right away. Now, depending on how this trade-in store works, and I was thinking about this, I think if it's a trade-in a class Sig Stone for generic, whatever class Sig Stones I have, I'm going to trade them all in. I'll be in overflow of generics, but then I'll be able to max out Omega Red, and I think by maxing him out, that should be able to keep me so that I'm not in overflow. I'm at work, too cold to do today's task, so we are shut down. Oh, okay. Okay. So then you're still, like, at the work site, though. I guess if they're going to pay you, you may as well physically be there, right? So they wouldn't just send you home early? But hey, I guess if you get to just hang out and... Do you get fed at work? Is there like a not get fed, but like, is there a cafeteria or something so you could get food? That wouldn't be too bad. Just hang out and eat all day, get paid. Oh yeah, that's the life. Okay. Oh yeah, so that's what I was getting at. So I still need a lot of Mystic ISO, so even if I were to miss Doom as the 6 and just pick him up as the 5-star, that'd still be a bunch of Mystic ISO, which would be useful. So, granted, I definitely wouldn't be going for him as a 5-star just for that, but if I do miss the 6-star, it's not the worst thing in the world. I will cry a little, but I'll get over it quick enough. Okay, so we got one more session. Wait. I don't have even 6-star arena teams, do I? Oh. I didn't use any 5-stars in here. Oh, okay. So, Relentless, you're going to be refreshing then? Collecting money, and no, we got to stay. There are at least 10 cafeterias in this massive factory. Okay, so you got your choice. All right. So did you know that going into work that you weren't actually going to do anything, or that was when you finally got to work? That they're like, oh, it's a cold one out there. You're in... Why am I thinking Michigan? No, it's not Michigan. We gotta be somewhere that's cold, though. Who was the one in TOW that worked for Disney? I know there was somebody that worked for Disney, but I don't remember who it was. About 5,000 worth if needed? Okay. Damn. You want this dupe. Well, yeah, fair enough, because you did say if he goes low round 1, you were going to go for him round 2, so fair enough, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so my thing is, like, I'm aiming for 75, and as long as I'm able to run all 5 and 6 stars twice a day, I should be able to get into the 80s. But I have a feeling that he'll end up going for like 87 or 92, so I'll just miss. Oh, that would be so annoying. Like, I'd rather miss by, like, I'd rather put up 80 and have him go for 120 rather than putting up like 75 and having him go for 77 or something. But we will see. Okay, so now we're going to run all the 5 stars in this arena in the featured as well. Okay, let's just find any. Nope. Yep. I hope you get him Relentless and Solar. Love Doom. Yeah, I think if Relentless is going for puts up what he's intending, he should get him for sure. In my case, I'll be at the bottom. But hey, 99th or 100th, that's okay. That's absolutely fine. Just so long as it's not 101. That would be the worst. I'd have to hang my head and I don't know if I could go on other people's streams and like chat on their streams if I came in 101. Like, who does that? So anybody who's not familiar or aware, Relentless went for Odin. He came in 101. That's the price I put on a 6-star Mystic Awakening gem. Yeah, fair enough. No work for you. That's good news, buddy. But it would be boring to just sit there without. He's not doing anything. He's hanging out in my chat, my stream chat. That's doing something. Actually, it's funny when I was working on the days where, and it would go through phases. Like there'd be some times where we were busy all the time, and then other times where, yeah, like there was just nothing going on. And I found the days where there was nothing happening to be far more exhausting than when I was busy all day. Like just sitting there twiddling my thumbs. Oh, dude. I've decided that Doom will be my next R4. Okay. Was going to go Corvus, but he is not too high on the prestige list since I'm plat. I need to start working on that. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, yeah, and then if you're looking at it from that perspective too, then yeah, going all out to dupe makes a lot of sense for sure. Yeah, if I were, and to be fair, like that's the only reason I'm going for the dupe, right? Is just so that it will contribute or potentially contribute to my prestige. And it's not even that I want high prestige, it's that I just don't want to be at the bottom end of the alliance. So it's kind of like just to have them there duped so that if I'm just barely over the average currently, right? So that if I do end up being like the bottom 2 or 3, well, I could just pop a couple 6 stones into a character and boom, I'm back to average or a little bit above average. So yeah, it's really more so just in case the alliance does get to the point where they are wanting to get prestige up, so that I could contribute to it easily and quickly. I wouldn't use a generic gem on him. If I got a class gem, yeah, right away it would go into him. That's what we need to do. Requires it to be 40 degrees. To do it was only 38. So I see so far today. I did some other stuff earlier, but now it's waiting for 2 p.m. Washington State side. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm not liking the scores or the hero ratings of these opponents for the most part. So it's a good thing that we got these Sinister 6 opponents. Man, hurt me so much it chose Odin over 6-star mags in my last Nexus opening. Oh dear. Yeah, I think Mags is the last mutant that I really want as a 6-star. And I think I'd actually take, not necessarily right away, but I think I would take him to rank 3. Even though I've got a maxed out 5-star. I don't use him a lot. I think maybe I don't use him a lot because he's a 5-star. If he was a 6-star, I might use him more. But no, I quite like red mags. Odin is very cool. Hard choice there. Yeah, it would be. That's the Insanity work for Disney. Yeah, that's it. I thought there was somebody else because. Yeah. I do that way too often. Damn it. Yeah, I thought there was somebody else though too. But. And I think Dark, the old leader, I think he's. Well, he's not in the Alliance, because I have him on my friends list. And he's Alliance list, so I don't know if he's quit the game or just taking a break or what. Or maybe he was just so hurt by you leaving, buddy, that he just couldn't stand to go on playing the game. The upgraded pre-fights are nice on out? Yeah, I bet. Doom, we were saying before, definitely a strong rank 4, so powerful and useful. Yeah, I think Doom and Hercules have got to be the two most common rank 4s currently. Because I think anybody doing their first rank 4, they probably want it to contribute to their prestige. They want a really good champion, and in both cases, they tick both boxes. So. My girlfriend is working with MCU? Okay. On, like, in general or a specific project? Chose new 6-star Spider-Gwen over 20 SIGs on my Cat Marvel movie. Do you like new 6-stars? Yeah. Well, especially if you do Arena. Especially if you're doing Arena. 6-stars are gonna come in handy. With Doom, I have almost enough to take him to SIG 200. He'll be like SIG 150 R4. I have Silver Surfer as a R3. SIG 200, 3 and Omega Red, all there already. Okay. Yeah, and I think Corvus. The thing with Corvus, he's just a hard hitter, right? Like, I don't think he's going to do much more than just hit hard. Doom hits hard. He can take a beating. He's going to contribute to prestige. He's got power control. Yeah, like, it's hard. Outside of just really liking a champion, it would be difficult to take somebody to R4 over him. Oh, damn, they really want me to fight Penny Parker, don't they? Okay. He has worked for 3 projects till now and has an extended contract for 4 more MCU. Okay, nice. So does that mean when Agents of CEO, Falcon and Black? Okay, cool. So then does that mean when an MCU movie comes out, you get in for free? Or do you at least get free popcorn? What? I just got hit by the second part of his L2? How the hell does that happen? I can see getting hit by the first part because that happens all the time, but the second part? My goodness. That's some some nonsense there. There we go. Okay. Jeez. Always dodge Sinister 6 set number 2 where Mysterio is there. He's a mystery to you. Tagger to R4 all day over Doom. Yeah, no, like I said, right? Unless you, it's a champion that somebody really likes. Yeah, like in my case, I'll do Apocalypse. If I were after, and I mean, Prestige is definitely a consideration for sure, and that is also partly why Apocalypse works well for me, because he will contribute to my Prestige. But yeah, if Prestige were like my biggest consideration, then Doom would be who I would take to R4 first. But I'm not overly concerned with Prestige. It could definitely increase for sure, but yeah, no. As it is currently, Apocalypse will definitely be my first R4, unless I get Kitty Pryde and really like her. She's the only other one that I could really see considering taking to rank 4. But as far as characters who I have, I think it's going to be Apocalypse. But I'm still about, well, I guess we'll see what the 7.4 rewards are looking like, but I think I'm still about 3 to 6 months away before I can R4 anyone. I have 109 6 stars now, so I get those new ones while I can. Damn, nice. Okay. Well, you must be able to get the milestones in the featured arena pretty quick then, Tom. You wouldn't have to be spending too much time in there at all. All right. Forger, how you doing? Everyone will laugh if I ranked for the champion I really enjoy playing right now as an R3. If it was just based on having fun, Hulkbuster would get it. I could absolutely see that. Yeah, I could see that. I wasn't really considering it. After I did it, I was thinking I should have just made it. I should have recorded it. But I took 3 champions yesterday to rank 3. 2 with resources and then Doom with a gem. I took Ultron, Doom, and Angela to rank 3 yesterday. And as I was doing Ultron, I looked at Hulkbuster and I was like, well, I don't use him enough. I like the heal that he gets when his health drops. If there was something that benefited him to deal with suicides, I could see I probably still would have done Ultron, but I could see considering him later. But yeah, I just don't use him enough, but I could absolutely see somebody taking him to rank 3. Absolutely. When I did use him, well, no, I still do use him sometimes. And whenever I do, I quite enjoy it. He's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Just got email. My kid's not in school for 3 days because of storm. Landing in the morning. If it isn't COVID-19, well, it's with cost. This generation are going to be dummies. But next best content creator stuff games. Yeah, man. You know, it's funny. So where I used to live in northern Canada, I remember as a kid, we would get pretty bad snowstorms. And we would definitely have ones where you couldn't see, like if you'd look out your window, you couldn't see like the telephone poles. But we very rarely had school closed due to weather. It did happen now and then, but not very often. But before I moved, there were times where school was closing because it was cold, and I was like, "What is this nonsense?" Like you could see absolutely fine, but it was damn cold. It was like minus 60. But I'm like, how are they closing because it's cold outside? Like, it's the freaking Arctic. It's supposed to be cold outside. I started map 8. So far, so good. Nice. What lane are you on? I took off my suicides, though, so I missed my specials. I'm blast doing specials now a lot. That's true. That is true. Yeah, that's actually... If he was suicide friendly, he would have already been at rank 3. I would have used resources to take him rank 3 if he was suicide friendly. And I mean, for shorter fights, he's fine with suicides. It's just that if you're going to do a longer fight is where it's might be a bit problematic. Yeah, we'll do that. Did you change the alliance? Nope. So are you going to stick it out with that alliance, or are you still intending to go somewhere different? And did you hear back from the Masters? From the Masters Alliance? Still waiting for war rewards. Yeah, I think we had 2 people actually who left the Alliance. And I think people joined right away too. Oh, actually no, I don't know if people joined, but I think we had 2 people who left, so who gave up on the war rewards. But one, I think, is taking time away from the game anyway, so in that case, it probably, if they're going to be not playing the game for a while, it's probably not like they're missing too much. Yeah, I don't think there'd be... Yeah, if you're, going to be playing the game, you definitely don't want to be giving up on those rewards. Gusts are supposed to be bad, but schools have windows open for the air with COVID-19 rules. Yeah. 2 alliances that want me, they're just waiting for warriors. Okay. That's good. That is a good... I know there's been a couple posts on the forums about people asking, but I don't think they've said anything. But I would expect tomorrow or Wednesday, and it might be Wednesday, Thursday when we would normally get them. Like maybe they're gonna be like, well, they're gonna have to wait anyways. The Master Alliance is one that is waiting as well. Okay. I got 6-star Colossus, Silver Surfer, Cat Marvel Movie, Awaken, Spider-Gwen, Fury, and a few more I'll check. Okay. Okay. Colossus is somebody... Like, he's not somebody I'm looking for, but if I were to get him as a 6-star, I would definitely... He'd go to rank 2 pretty quick. I would consider him for rank 3, although I've already got a bunch of mutant rank 3s, so I don't know. But I would, yeah. I think Red Mags would go to rank 3, and I don't think there's anybody else that I have right now that I would see doing that with. I'm going to try X23 for my map 8 lane, and depending on how well she works, that might... Well, if she works well at rank 2, then there's no reason to take her to rank 3. But... And there's really not too many other areas I see using her. Although, with the changes to CAV-EQ, she is usable for at least one quest. Well, I mean, I think for the most part it's going to be fine to go in with almost anybody. But she does meet the requirements for one of the hashtags. I think it's Thunderbolts or Defenders or something. So there would be, and I mean for CAV-EQ, an R2 6-star is going to be fine. They're not sure if people are going to be leaving the... Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's good that you've got more than just one potential place to go. So. Ooh, well, at least I didn't get stunned. That was the main thing. Oh, Billy, I started watching the final season of Lost in Space. And I don't know if I wasn't really paying attention or what, but I wasn't really that much into it, really. But probably watch the second episode today. Let's see. But it also, I really don't remember how the season 2 ended. So starting season 3, it's kind of like, oh, what's going on? I should have probably watched the last episode of season 2 over, and then it would probably make a little bit more sense. So this is the first time in a really long time where I'm running all 5 and 6 stars in the same arena to start. Normally, even when I went for Ultron, I started the 6 stars, or the featured arena with the 6 stars, and then went into the basic with the 5s. But yeah, for this, I just want to get a good start day one, because I don't know yet if tomorrow I am going to have a break in the morning. But if I could go like full tilt tomorrow, it should be good. Should be good. OG Lost in Space show is the best. I don't think. No, I know of it, but I never watched it, the original. Same thing with Battlestar Galactica. I never watched the original, but I did quite like the remake. I actually bought the DVD set, I think, because I know I got it for my brother, and I think I got 2. I got the one for him, and I got it for myself as well. Yeah, I did get the DVDs for myself. I think I just ripped them and then watched them digitally, but I don't know what I did with the. Oh, I think I just gave the original discs away, though. Ooh, let's run an attack boost, because we still got a ton of these in overflow. So may as well put them to use. It's been about same as you. Got 6-star Cull Obsidian, Gwenpool, Awakened 6-star Professor X from the 2020 Crystal. Realized a lot of my favorite champs needed their specials. Yeah. Dr. Smith and Robot were hilarious. Is Lost in Space Series 3 on? Yeah, it dropped, I think, last week. I just downloaded it Saturday. But yeah, all episodes are available currently and I think this is the final season. I was really looking forward to it for season 1, which I like. Well, I liked it enough to watch season 2 and now season 3, but yeah, I think, like, for me, the novelty wore off kind of after season 1, because season 2 is kind of like, and now season 3, well, it's only 1 episode so far for season 3, so I can't really say too much yet. Let's get through the season and see what I think of it, I guess. Most likely, though, if I had rewatched the final episode of season 2, I'd have a better idea of what's going on for season 3, so it'd probably make more sense. Watching The Wheels of Time now watchable, and movie Elves, the horror? That's the TV series, right? Yeah, I was going to get into that one too. That's something, yeah, I got to look up that one as well. I still have to finish off Young Justice, the cartoon. I think there's 4 seasons. I'm into season 3. So I still have a little bit of that. Good remake so far. I like they traded up a questionable better hold my Dr. Smith to a relentless female version. We still say Danger Will Robinson to Tricky Situation, kids of the 70s. The female Dr. Smith is superb. She's not so funny though. So was the one from the original more of a comedian? Like a comedic role kind of? I'm interested to see how it's going to end too, because if this is the final season, if they end the season where they reach their destination, then it would be really difficult to do I mean, of course they could do it, but to do like to pick it up again later on. But then if like it would be different if they canceled it like through midway through season 2 or something, right? Then they kind of have to wrap it up quickly. But if it's something that it's planned out, I would assume that they're going to get to their final destination. But to leave it on a cliffhanger, that would be kind of... If you don't like the remake, Jacob? Okay. Okay. I've thought of watching the original Battlestar Galactica, but I don't know how well that... Like, I don't know if I would like it, considering I started with the remake, and maybe going to the original, I'd be like, no, they got it wrong. Even though it'd be the other way around, right? It would be the remake got it wrong compared to the original. You need to watch the end. Stop out thinking you will ruin it for yourself. You mean like the end of the series? Yeah, no, I'm gonna watch all of season 3. Yeah, I don't think there's been any. Oh, the closest I've ever come to starting a TV show and not finishing was the show You. I got about halfway through season 1, and actually I stopped watching it because I was like, no, this is not something I want to watch. And then I think I was actually doing... No, I don't think I was doing a champion grind, but I was doing arena, and I'm like, oh, I want something to watch. And then I figured, well, you know what? It really doesn't matter because just having it on in the background is all I need, right? Just the sound. So I ended up finishing all 3 seasons of You, and it was okay. It was okay. But season 1, I just did not find it appealing at all. And to be honest, I'm surprised. Well, maybe other people enjoyed it more than I did for season 1. But watching season 1, I'm like, how is this so popular? But yeah, season 2 was better, and season 3 was quite interesting. So, which final boss in 723 did y'all find easiest? 723? Oh, I don't. I'd have to look. Yeah, because for 7-2, you don't have to do them. You only have to do them all once, right? And then after that, you can pick whichever one and just keep doing it. Yeah, so you're gonna have to fight all of them at least once. So just fight them all once, and then whichever one you find the easiest, then just do that the other times you go in. Because there's six paths, right? So you'd have to do them all at least once, and then the whichever one you find the easiest, you just do a couple more times. I don't think... Actually, I think for both 7-2 and 7-3, the worst has been the final boss for me. Although for Kang, maybe once I have Suicides off, he won't be as bad. Yeah, I think that's... Well, the first time I couldn't get away from his specials, but I wasn't familiar with the timing. Then once I was familiar with the timing, there was just a few times where I just couldn't dex. But yeah, I would expect that the Kang one should get easier. I'm looking forward to Umbrella Academy. Hope they do it good. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anything to see when that's supposed to start up again. I think it should be soon, though. I think Doom Patrol... I think there's a new season for that. Do you guys watch Star Trek Discovery? I like that show. Good sci-fi. Yeah. It seemed like they were kind of floundering a little bit in season 1. Season 2 and 3. Well, I've liked it in general though. And I just started season 4. Have I watched 1 or 2? I think I've only watched. No, I watched the two episodes for season 4 so far. But yeah. So season 1 for Discovery, I watched because I started it. Season 2, I would be anticipating each episode. Season 3, I was kind of like, okay. See what it is for season 4. I didn't really care for Picard too much. I don't know, like, yeah, that one just doesn't seem impactful, really. Gwen Master was really bad? No. She was just the worst boss for me for 7-2. The first time I fought her and the final time were the worst, but everything in between was okay. Was fine. The first time, I think it was the phase 1, the Emma Frost phase that was messing me up. And the final time is where she has the mastery, so it was just like she was gaining power, parry, blah, blah, all that kind of stuff. And Kang isn't bad either, it's just me screwing up. But I think, yeah, the big issue for me with Kang has been doing it with Suicide Zone, because you're far better off just throwing your specials when you're prompted to. But with Suicides, I was holding off, so making the fight go longer, which obviously more opportunity to screw up. So, which I don't need more opportunity to screw up. I do that just fine on my own. But I've got to fight Kang 4 more times, and I'm just going to end up taking Suicides off and just getting through it. And hopefully that should be all it takes. Umbrella Academy is a great show. Love Doom Patrol as well. Yeah. I find them quite similar. Actually, those two and The Boys, I find kind of similar. All superheroes that are kind of misfits. Although The Boys maybe a little less so, because it is kind of, like they're refined superheroes, but they all have their problems, really, right? But Doom Patrol and Umbrella Academy, they're more kind of misfits or whatnot. But that's another one that should be back pretty soon. The Boys. Looking forward to that one. Is it going to do him in? Is it going to do him? Yeah. Oh yeah, he was on dupe, so not a problem. And the girl Michael, that's very good Star Trek. Too many Klingon storyline first season kind of spoiled it a bit. Yeah, but it really felt like the season 1 they were floundering where they were going, and I don't know if that was intentional or they were just really trying to get their footing. Not like the actual, like behind the scenes kind of thing, right? Like it just didn't feel like it flowed very well. But I don't know, maybe that was how it was supposed to come across. I like all Star Trek, genius shows, yeah. I think Enterprise, I think it's really unfortunate that got canceled when it did. I think there was a lot more potential for that one. Because it really felt as though they just, well, I guess in a sense, kind of what I was saying about Discovery floundering. But for Enterprise, it felt like that. At the end, it felt like it was kind of floundering. But I thought like the Xindi storyline was quite good. And yeah, I thought they really could have done more with that. And then the way Voyager ended, well, I don't think we'll ever see more of Voyager. I think if any of them were to actually pick up, well, maybe with Discovery though, we won't see any of the others ever come back, because Discovery is kind of taking things to a new path altogether, right? But I think Voyager is the one I would like to have seen more of, which, yeah, that's not going to happen. But I think Enterprise, well, no, I don't know if you could have Enterprise or the Next Generation. I don't know if you could have the Next Generation without the original cast, really. And Deep Space Nine, I had started watching it at one point. I'm like, no, this is boring. They're stationary. They don't go anywhere. And I started watching it again from the beginning. And then I don't remember what season it was where they introduced the Defiant. And I think that's why they did that, was that was kind of a complaint of a lot of fans, was that, you know, the original Star Trek was all about the exploration, being able to come and go and stuff. And, you know, with being on a space station, you kind of don't have that. So I think with having the ship where they could do things, it added that appeal to it. You're doing path 2, 3, and 3? Okay. Okay. I guess I could join AQ. Enterprise was a good show, needed more, I agreed. Yeah. The only show that I was not upset, but really disappointed that got canceled was Stargate Universe. I was really enjoying that. And it's unfortunate because it didn't go over well with most Stargate fans. And it's funny. So Stargate SG-1 and Stargate Atlantis, I watched, and they were okay, but I wasn't a big fan. I just found them a little bit hokey. And I mean, I realize it's all fiction, but for whatever reason, I just find them that serious. Whereas Stargate Universe, I found much more realistic, if that makes any sense. And I think that's why the fans of the Stargate franchise didn't care for Universe, because it had a very different tone than SG-1 and Atlantis. Because I think if they were to ever bring back any of the Stargates, it would be SG-1. But yeah, I really like Stargate Universe. And the way it ended, though, they could absolutely bring it back, but I don't think it's going to happen. Scott Bakula, and the song is amazing. Enterprise, it's been a long time. I really like the song too, but when it first came out, people were criticizing the score choice, and I'm like, no, that's absolutely fitting. But I think between Stargate Universe and a show called Space Above and Beyond, those are my two favorite TV series of all time. There's a lot of Next Generation. Deep Space Nine is slow at first, but got better and better. Quark and Odo are so funny. Yeah. I like Stargate Universe. Okay. Well, I'm glad at least somebody else knows of it, because I don't... It's funny. Stargate in general was a pretty popular show, but I don't know... Like, it's not very often, if I'm talking TV shows, that too many people... I think a lot of people know the movie, which is funny, because the movie did okay. But Stargate SG-1, like, it ran for... I think there was like 10 seasons, maybe? People were saying Star Trek songs shouldn't have words. You know, it's funny. So there were some complaints in Discovery because things had changed, right? Like Spock having a sister, and no mention of it before, blah blah blah, and some of the characters in it and stuff. And it's like, but isn't Star Trek, like, the whole thing? The idea is about how things change. Because, like, you're so far in the future, you don't have currency. It's more like, kind of like a communist society where everyone's in it together, sort of thing. So that's a change from where we are now. And yeah, I think it makes complete sense that things would still change within Star Trek, like in the Star Trek universe. But yeah, there was a lot of, but fair enough, I guess. You expect a certain thing from the show. a certain sense of nostalgia, and if they change it, it's like you're angry. SG-1 is awesome in Atlantis. Yeah, I like them, but I much preferred Universe. But I mean, anything sci-fi I'm gonna like to an extent anyways. I've watched a bunch of bad sci-fi shows. But then, so even if the show itself isn't that good, I still usually the concept or the idea of what they're trying to portray, I usually find interesting. So I'll stick with it. When I started The Expanse, I was finding that a little bit difficult to follow. But I think about halfway through season 2, it started to make a lot more sense to me. Don't tell Quark there's no credits. I don't think Discovery will run as long as The Next Generation or Deep Space Nine, though. So I think those two had the longest run. Next Generation went to like 9 or 10 seasons, and then Deep Space Nine went to like 8 or something. I don't think Discovery will go that long. And I don't think Picard will go too long either. But there was a long drought between Enterprise and Discovery. There was a long time of no Star Trek series. Because I think Deep Space Nine started when The Next Generation was still... Yeah, it was still going. It was like 2 seasons left, I think. And then Voyager started just as Next Generation finished. And it's funny, too, because I remember as a kid, my brother watching Star Trek The Next Generation, I'd be like, why are you watching that nonsense? And then in my early teens, I got into it. Like some gold pressed latinum. I think it was the first episode of season 4 for Discovery. I think there was a Ferengi on the crew, which I don't remember seeing him before. I don't think he had any lines. But yeah, it was just interesting that just out of nowhere they've got a different character on there. Maybe later on it will be a speaking role, but do you like Voyager? Yeah, I quite like Voyager. Yeah. I thought it was a little bit funny that when 7 of 9 was added to the crew, Kes left. Like, I think it was the same episode where Kes left and 7 of 9 joined the crew. Like, I don't know if they specifically needed a certain ratio of men to women on the show or something, but... But yeah, I quite like Voyager. I really liked the episode where they came across... So what they were suggesting on the episode was that it was dinosaurs, for the most part, that it ended up evolving and left Earth, I think is what they were suggesting. I don't know if they were suggesting that like somehow the dinosaurs were taken from Earth or they actually evolved before going into... Anyways, so they came across this new species who the Voyager crew attributed to being dinosaurs and traced their lineage back to Earth. But the new species didn't want to accept that. And I think they're like guiding principle or whatever it's called, doctrine, and they're like, oh, doctrine would not accept this or something like that. And I was like, But just the idea of that I thought was so interesting. And I guess think people watched for 7 of 9 in their outfits. Probably. I don't know. I don't remember if Jerry Ryan had started on Boston Public or if she. No, I think I first saw her on 7 of 9, and then she ended up being on Boston Public as well. That was actually, I mean, not a sci-fi show, but I like that show too. Even the Hollow Doctor fell in love with her? Yeah. Yeah. The Hollow Doctor and Ensign Kim. Yeah. Deanna Troy in miniskirt, fight me. You know, I don't know, but I think the only thing I've ever seen Will Wheaton in since that, because he was in Stand By Me, or I think it was Stand By Me. He was in that before The Next Generation, but I think the only thing I've seen him in other than The Next Generation is The Big Bang Theory. And I'm sure he's got to have done other things, but the only thing I could think of is The Big Bang Theory. Which, I mean, in that, he's just playing himself, right? Ensign Kim missed out there. Bless him. Big Bang Theory. Yeah, Will Wheaton. Yeah. Yep. I never tried, or yeah, I never watched Young Sheldon. Although to be fair, for the Big Bang Theory, like Sheldon and Leonard were the two main characters, but I didn't watch it because of I watched it because of the group, really. But yeah, I think Sheldon was by far the most popular character on there. Will Wheaton is so funny in Big Bang Theory. I think my mom got into Big Bang Theory, and I don't know how or why. Young Sheldon is very funny. Okay. I could see checking that out. You know, it's funny. So I never watched. No, I did watch, but it was never like intentional. I watched Cheers, and I watched it just because it was on. It wasn't something that I, like, oh, it's almost time for Cheers to be on or whatever. I never got invested in any of the characters or anything like that. But for some reason, I really liked the show Frasier, and that one I did like. Okay, it's time for Frasier to be on, and but yeah, it was funny because when I would see episodes of Cheers, that character never, really appealed or whatever. But the show Frasier, I quite liked. Older Sheldon narrates young Sheldon. Okay. Best line he will ever have: "Live long and suck it." Star Wars movie scene. So, yeah, for this trade-in store thing, when they were talking about the Awakening Gems, just because they said the thing of trading for equal or greater value, so I think a lot of people were thinking, okay, you're probably going to be able to trade up for Seek Stones and maybe Awakening Gems, but I think it's just going to be a one-to-one. I'm still looking forward to seeing how it's going to work, but yeah, because I was hoping that maybe I'd be able to trade in some of these 5-star awakening gems and get some 6-star. But yeah, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's simply going to be trading your class 6 stones and getting generic 6 stones. Which, as far as the 6-stars go, that would be great too. The granny is funny in Young Sheldon? Okay. So what do you got now, Relentless? I mean, not that it matters, because you're gonna end up going a lot higher than I am, but oh, hang on, 1 second. Un momento. Okay, there we go. He's just getting pretty bright in here. Yeah, I don't think I've seen... No, because when Young Sheldon started, I don't think I had cable... Yeah, everything that I would watch was download stuff. I never downloaded any of that. I was beating you, but you were kicking my butt. You got that deep roster. Yeah, but you're pretty close. I don't think I have that many more 6 or 5 stars than you. The 5 stars actually. Well, no, I think the 5 stars. There might be about 20 to 30 that I don't have, and for the 6 stars, there's tons I don't have. But yeah, I've got to today, and if I can tomorrow. Actually, for the time Wednesday, I'm only going to be not able to be in the game for about an hour, 2 hours. So that's not too bad. Yeah, if I get up early enough on Wednesday, and if my champions are on cooldown when I'm not able to be in the game, my win streak is at 74, but only 10.8. Okay. You're running suicides though, right? So will do you have the resources to R4 currently, or you're still lacking some? Oh crap! This is gonna do me in. I mean, I suppose we could have a game crash, but I'll save it for if I'm 1 in and it's looking like it's gonna be the second death. I lost my win streak. I hope you weren't fighting a kingpin. How many 6 stars do I have? Let me see. I think the last time I checked was 117. Because 117 would be even teams, right? I do think. Yeah, 39 teams. And I think since then I've added 5. No. Oh, it must be 7. Because I'm at the point now where I think I'm... Oh, yeah, no, maybe 5. So I think I'm 1 short of having even arena teams again. Yeah. Well, let me put in these help requests and take a quick look. I want to know something really embarrassing. I'm almost done with my max 4 stars, but I have a different strategy. I leave about 83 5 stars on the table since they are R2 and 1s. But if you mix in, but so like for the deathmatch thing, it's not about the rank, right? It's about your hero rating. So if you, and I think it's, I don't know the exact number, but I think it's so long as your team rating is like, I wouldn't go any lower than 18,000. But if you mixed in some of your max 4 stars with your R1s, that would be fine. But yeah, let me see how many 5 and 6s I have. Okay, so what did I say? 100. I had 117 So I've added 4. So 121 6 stars, 179 5 stars. I think Skull got distracted watching your stream. I get distracted talking on my stream. Okay. Yeah, and no, if I were going for a champion, absolutely, I'd be doing like all 5 and 6 right back to back. So that isn't any different. Except, so yeah. So Relentless, are you also doing milestones for the basic or no? Because yeah, normally I would have been doing the milestones for the basic at the start, but I wanted to get a good start on the featured. When the 5 stars come off cooldown, then I'll get the milestones for the basic. And then I don't know, because we're gonna get T4B arena. I think that's today. That's only 2 million, so that's not gonna take too much time. That one I'll probably do tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably run all 5 and 6 stars tomorrow early. And then when the 5 stars are off cooldown, do the T4B. I grind fast to get them done, and then do a bigger grind at night and get... Okay. I'm on win streak 5, 51k. This game is very stinky. Forger, you're not going for Doom, though, are you? Oh, damn! I don't think I ran in. Well, I mean, I did, but I don't think I swiped. Right. Okay. That's what I'm doing, mixing them in. Okay. No, this is my main focus. Yeah. Yeah, if you're trying to put up that kind of score, yeah, you gotta stick to one. So will you do the Summoner Trials as well, though, or no? Or you just be in the one? T4B is tomorrow? Okay. So I'm finding more and more frequently now I'm running all 5 stars. It used to be where I would just run my 5 stars up to 3 or 4 million and then do another run of 4 million the next day. But the last little while, yeah, I'm just running all 5 stars whenever I go through them. But obviously for grinding for a champion, you would be running them all. Oh dear. I blame Relentless for this. I don't know why I blame Relentless, but okay. If I had lost, it was Relentless's fault. But since I won, good on me. Good job. Man, I wish I had any inkling that he was going to go for 60 in round 1. And I know I'm not the only one thinking that. But yeah, if I had any clue, I would have absolutely gone round 1. And it kind of annoyed me too when I saw the image of the spot 100. I think they're at 61 point something or 62. And I was like, damn it, that was just double what I put up for the top 5%. Where I stopped like Saturday. So I could have done Saturday evening, Sunday morning. And plus I could have, I was only running the 6 stars. So, oh well. What can you do? What can you do? You know, it's funny. So it's only recently where I've actually it's not even that I have a life. It's just that I've got like appointments and stuff. But previously, like I had nothing to do. So yeah, I could just It was easy to say, yeah, I can grind that time and grind. I don't know how people manage that have a life. Like, seriously. Well, I guess refreshing, but still. You still need the time to be able to refresh. Never mind if you've got, like, kids or pets. Or... And then we're seeing people with, like, 150, 170 million points? What is this nonsense? So I think I should end up at about 13. So I've got 1.5 million more to go. A little bit more than 13, probably. I got 6-star Shang-Chi from a 6-star Nexus also. He now ranked. Oh, very good. Very good. Have you been using him much? What do you think? I don't know how applicable he is in a ton of areas, but he is a lot of fun to play. And I use him for farming in 5.3.6. And every single fight I take him into except... Nope, that's not true. Every single fight I take him into for 5.3.6. Once he gets to an L2, it's over. And by the time he gets to an L2, they'll be around like 65, maybe 50-ish%. And yep, that L2 ends it. If you use 5k units, how much extra points will you get with your roster? 30 million. 30 million. Who was I going for? Yeah, I don't remember the... It wasn't Omega Red. It was before Omega Red. Yeah, because it was somebody in the featured where I kept track of that. So 15 minutes of refreshing, running at least the half-hour boosts with all of the arena boosts, and refreshing for 15 minutes got me 30 million. Let me just make sure of that. So, yeah, so 5,000 units would get me to 110 million. So, if I were doing this... Yeah, like if I had if I had no distractions, I can get to about 95 to 102 without refreshing. So in that case, with refreshing, I'd be able to get to 130. Let's see if I can find where I recorded that info. And that was, well, no, actually that wouldn't matter what kind of roster I have, because I'd still use the same champions to do the refreshing. So let's see here. Trying to find which one. Okay, so the team I used, nope, that's not it. Wait, that can't be right. Huh. Oh, yes, no, that is right. Yeah. So it cost me 1,300 units to refresh for 15 minutes. So if I refreshed... How did I get that? So it cost me 1,300 units to refresh to 7 million. Oh, right, because I was thinking 5,000. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so 5,000 units would get me about 30 million points. I got Sung-Shi as a 5-star recently and a 6-star, getting to know him more through time. Okay. I know he's really good, really strong. He can shrug debuffs. He can do some crazy damage. Yeah. 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 So one of the big reasons why I like him is that depending on what you need to do, you change up your combo. So you need to pay attention to what you're doing for the most part, but you kind of get into a habit of playing him sometimes, and so regardless of what you need, you still play him the same way. But yeah, I really like that. And it's also why I like CGR, because depending on what you need, you change up how you play them and what combo you go with. Techno Briss, how you doing? How's the day coming along? I would grind with you guys, but I got my Doom duped on Cyber Weekend. Well, good for you. And approximately calculates 120,000 per fight for 30 million, 5,000 units. Per fight? Yeah. I don't know about that, because I think the R1s are about 60,000 points. I don't know if we'll get to 120. Here, let me show you the thing that I have. Oh, wait, let's do this final fight. I don't have the time for arena grinds. Dude, I was just saying, I don't know how people with anything going on in their life manage to do an arena grind. Like, seriously. Because even when... Well, I mean, it's still now. I don't have anything. It's just this week. And it's only like an hour, 2 hours each day where I can't get on the game. But yeah, it's only this week where it's an issue. But even when I had nothing to do, I was still finding it difficult to put up decent scores. But this week in particular, I don't know if I can get to where I want. But here is... So it's this section here. So 30 minutes... What is that there? Okay, yeah, so 6-star, 30 minutes refreshing, 30% champ boost, 15% health boost, 15% attack boost, and 30% arena boost. And the team was Corvus Glaive, and she and Ghost. All at R3, so in 30 minutes, it was 1,300 units and 7 million points. So if I did that 5 times, yeah. I think this was this 26 down here. Not sure. Okay, that was all of that info. I don't remember who I was going for in this arena though. But anyways. But yeah, so an hour would be 2,600 units, 14 million points. And yeah, so it'd be 2 hours of doing that nonsense. But if I were going for Doom, like, and knowing I was going to refresh, I would probably be refreshing at the end of each run. So what I'd probably try to be doing is try to be putting up 25 million a day and just refresh to make sure I was hitting 25 million a day. Okay. So you'll be using 1.5 multiply with rainbow boosts and R3 6-stars. And I think the team that I used when I recorded that, what was it? What did I say? Sung-Shi, Corvus, and Ghost, right? I don't know if there's anybody I would change on that team, actually. Sung-Shi is so fast. And Corvus was pretty quick, too. The only thing with Corvus, though, because you're going in with no charges, so he's not as fast as... Well, that's as fast as you're going to go for Arena. Ghost, though, if she was duped, I think it would have been faster. Because... No, with her, it probably wouldn't have been much different, duped or otherwise. If I had Wasp on the team, then it might have been different with her. if she was duped. Just because I'd be able to get to my L1 quicker, and as soon as I'd get to my L1, I'd be able to throw it. And most likely, oh boy, I don't think the L2 is going to do him in, is it? No. That was... If I had a little bit more health, we would have been good. About that recoil. Yeah, I mean, I could have waited, but I think, I would have probably died from the poison anyways. So I've lost 2 5-stars. And I think I lost a 6-star before I started streaming. It's the 6-star that's going to hurt, though. I just did my arena now, and I see arena solo event. I was waiting for arena wins to start my arena. Yeah, the only time that I'm not sure if I can get arena wins is on a Sunday. Any other time, it's fine. And then for Sundays, if arena wins is on a Sunday, then I'll just do the Sunday arenas, because I don't do them anymore. I used to just do the 5-star shard ones, and I stopped doing those ones altogether. Ooh, yeah, let's do this one. That's a cool formula. I usually go Doom, Thing, and Silver Surfer. I noticed every 1,000 units I want to set is 5 million. Okay. Yeah, so that'd be kind of close to what I was getting, because I was 1,300 units at 7 million. So I can grind to 95. Then the 20. Oh, un momento. I can grind it to 95 million. Then the 25 million for the 5K in units would get me to 120. Yeah, okay. Who would you guys use a Science 6-star Awakening gem on? I have just... okay. I have one and just thinking. Who do you have? Are you thinking more along the lines of champions that need to be awakened, or that are worthwhile investing in? Because as far as needing to be awakened, I don't think there's really that many. And it depends. Like Cap IW for the utility, absolutely. But then he needs a high sig. I-bomb benefits, I don't think it's a huge requirement. Void, but yeah, you wouldn't want to play Void. Well, with Void, he doesn't need to be super high. The higher the better, but it's not like Cap IW, where it's kind of a necessity to have him at a high sig. So I was saying earlier, that's just going to waste time. Let's not do that now. What I was saying earlier was if we get a Class Awakening gem for Christmas, I have somebody from every class that I could use it on. So currently I have... Void is not awakened as a 6-star for me. Cap IW is. He's maxed out. Trying to think of... So I've only got 2 6-stars at rank 3. Only Cap IW and iHulk. So I would probably use it on iHulk. I don't think it's a huge necessity. It does help him. It would probably make more sense for me to save it for I-bomb, but wouldn't you normally save resources for somebody because you just never know? Yeah, I guess it really comes down to who your options are. And if it's not burning a hole in your pocket or into your phone, you could hold on to it. Relentless saying Beardo, I-Bomb, Void. Yeah, all good options. For Prestige, I-Bomb, of course. Other than that, Beardo, Void, as Relentless said, but need very high sig. I have I-Bomb on Awakened, Cap, Beardo, and Void I don't have yet. Okay. Yeah, I think I-Bomb would be an all-around good pick. It's not a necessity, but it's not as big of a sig investment as Cap IW would be, or Void. But again, for Void, it's only going to speed up how quickly he's getting Fear of the Void. So just having Fear of the Void is going to be beneficial. For Cap IW, you don't really want to do it unless you've got a ton of SIGs to put into him. I do have iHawk Awaken. Okay. Yeah, so, okay. As of right now, if I had a 6-star Science Awakening gem, it would go to iHawk. If I got I-Bomb and then got the gem, it would go to I-Bomb. One, I see using I-Bomb more, probably. And he's going to be a little bit better with Suicide than iHawk. iHawk is going to be fine with Suicides, really. But, yeah, I don't know who would really be better. I mean, iHawk's going to be poison immune, so that's never going to be an issue. The bleed will drop off. I took I-Bomb 5-star to SIG 200 recently. So you see, and that's the thing with him too. I don't have him at SIG 200, but I have him as a 5-star, rank 5. So I thought I would be reluctant if I ever got him as a 6-star. I thought I would be reluctant to take him to rank 3, but whenever I do use the 5-star, I'm like, oh damn, I want him as a 6-star. So, but the thing is with him, he doesn't need to be max SIG, right? It's helpful to be awakened, but it's not a necessity. I think Mr. Fantastic, I think he gets a pretty big benefit from being awakened, but I'm not sure. Oh, here. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I-Bomb you would say I'm not going to use because he's not awakened, and especially if you got the 5-star. So if you needed the awakened ability, you do already have it. So yeah, I wouldn't rush it. So yeah, hold on to it until you find somebody that you feel requires it more. And even if you don't have enough SIGs to get Cap IW up high, once he's awakened, you can, as you get SIGs, put them in him, right? I played Cap IW for quite a while unawakened, and I found him fine. And he still got his block proficiency. He still got the damage. I was really using him for synergies a lot. Because his synergies do benefit other characters a fair bit. Actually, one of the really good ones, the one I really like, is Cap IW and Captain Marvel. And when I'm farming with CGR, I really like that one. Because it allows for Cosmic, any buff they get, it lasts longer. Yeah, and I just find it really helps with CGR for his power gain. Stream time almost 2 hours. Yep, 1 hour 52 minutes. There you go. And I said I figured I'd get to about 13 million, and we're almost there. We're getting there. So if I stream tomorrow, it's going to be an early one. And yeah, by then I should know if I'm definitely going for Doom or if this was all just a dream. You know what? I think out of the champions we're just talking about, I think the only one that I wouldn't really play unawakened would be Void. I have a max out 5-star. So I never consider the 6-star. Like anytime I think of Void, I just automatically it's the 5-star. Whereas Cap IW, I used him on Awakened a ton. I use iHelp. I don't use iHelp a lot, but that's not because of the Awakening. Maybe if he was Awakened, I'd find more value for him, possibly. Now the 5-star iBomb, I never really got the chance to use on Awakened. Mr. Fantastic, I've really only ever had him for synergies. I've never really used him very much. So either way, I don't know how critical his awakening is. But there aren't too many in science where it's a make or break. AGs are always worth saving. I would have awakened 6-star Doom if I hadn't pulled Fury maybe with the generic 6-star. Okay. But I think for Doom, the awakening for him is really the prestige. The ability of it is nice, but it's definitely not a necessity. Where for Nick, I mean, the thing that really sets him apart is the second life, right? So you can get decent damage without the awakening, but just knowing you got that cushion of that second life. Yep. I have 6-star Cat Beardo on my second account. He'll unawakened, but love playing him. Yeah, it's quite a bit of fun and some crazy damage. Yeah, if you get that L2 to work, like to get off at the right time and it crits, oh, it is not a good time for the opponent. I'm stopping here for 2 hours, 84 streak at 11.5. Nice. Okay. So will you refresh just when you're at the end, or do you refresh to put up a certain amount each day? Relentless. Still yet to make as a command. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess you could have sound commands because you can have a cooldown of how often they could be used. Well, I can't use a command anyways. I'm not. Yeah, but I asked you if you wanted to be a mod quite a while ago, and you said no. So hey. And besides, let me see. I think right now. Oh, okay. Oh, I was thinking it would all be blue chat, but no, it's not. Okay. So I think that's the one thing I would change. Oh no! So the first 6-star that I went for in Arena was Sung Shi, and I refreshed as I went. I think my goal was 30 million a day. So each day I would run the 5 and the 6, and the second run of them I would refresh until I hit 30 million. And then the final Sunday morning, I think the whole Sunday morning was just all refreshing. I usually refresh at the end, but this time I'm going to make sure I end with 30 mil a day to keep. Yeah, okay, there you go. And also, if you do that, you could end up spending less than you were intending, or than you were expecting. I think that 30 million was for Sung Shi Arena. Of the numbers I recorded, no, that I don't know. I don't remember. I should have written down what arena it was. But yeah, no, the Sung Shi one, I just went in and like, okay, let's go at this. There's no strategy or anything. And since then, because I found that very, very difficult. But I find going in with an approach where you have something in mind, it really helps. But if you go in and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna grind the entire time and blah blah blah, I found that it's not something I would do again. I think, yeah, the only time now where I would just be like not really put any thought into something is if I was going for a 5-star. Probably, no, even in the featured, I'd have to think about it a little bit for a 5-star. Like as far as how many rounds of 5 and 6 stars I would need to do to get a certain score. For the basic, I think for the most part, for the basic, I would just always plan to go 18 to 20, unless it's strife. Oh, you know another thing that might make a difference too? Well, no, I guess it's enough time in between. But we should find out who's in the next feature. No, the next feature should be Craven, I think. But tomorrow we should just find out who's going to be in the arena Thursday. If it were Ghost... Well, no, actually that doesn't matter because Thursday and Friday I'd be missing 2 to 3 hours. So there's no way I could go for that arena round 1. Next year, though, I could see doing arenas because I'd be more apt to refresh, but currently not so much. But once I'm done this, then I've got to go join AQ, and then I don't think I was going to go out for a walk, but it's pretty chilly and it just snowed. So I think I'll get something to eat, watch some TV, and get the summer trials started. Exciting, eh? Where are... Oh, okay. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. I wouldn't mind getting Nod as a 5 or 6 star, both preferably. He looks very good. Yeah, we're going to see how this team that I'm planning for map 8 works out. But I think for the lane I have for map 8, Null might be a really good option. So that might be a consideration. Although I will be opening some of the next 6-star feature crystals, and he would be one of the champions in there. But I mean, mainly I'm looking for a kitty from that. But yeah, if I got Null, I'd be quite okay with that. I'd be quite okay. Don't remind me of Summoner Trials. I think if I were to ever skip any arena, that is the one I would not skip. Just because that's where... Well, I mean, I do arena for units, and that's where the majority of the units are, so... Oh, I think Thursday... Yeah, I'm definitely not going to go for... I think Thursday is when we get the shard arenas, right? So, which actually that will work out because Thursday and Friday I'm gonna not have as much time. So that session of arenas I'll just go for milestones in the feature and the basic, and then the rest of the time will be between Summoner Trials and the shard arenas. Oh, you know, no, that wouldn't... Yeah, I was just trying to think of where it was that I got that arena info from. And it might have been during the grind for Claire. I hate to see me eat blue. Done with my grind on lunch. Want me to get on call? I'm almost done. So if you want, but it's only going to be for like 20 minutes maybe. Those battle chips and units are so useful from the 4-star arena. Yeah, they are. Especially those, well, yeah, especially the units, because now I'm not intending to open battle chips anytime soon. Oh, good. I had planned on 10. Okay. All right, let me get out of this. So I think, oh crap. Well, so long as I watch the rock stacks, we'll be okay. Oh, don't do it. Okay, good. Oh, I thought he was going to throw a special right there. Okay. There we go. Wait, that's weird. Because normally, okay, so I started the 6 stars with like 2 million to go. But I thought running all 5 stars took me 2.5 hours. Oh, no, I guess that's about right. No. That's gone way faster than what I was thinking. Geez, if that's the case, this is even with the time off or out. Okay, yeah, it's not going to be for very long, but get out of there. Okay. And you should be able to go right into the streaming chat. There we go. Change this over. Okay, there we go. I think you should just be able to enter. Yeah, you could just join the room. And I've already set the sound. Stop the music. There we go. All right. So, can you hear me? Oh, wait. There we go. You're in there now. Oh, you went back to the lobby. You should be able to just click on the streaming room, and it should let you in. Okay. So I see you talking in the lobby. Yeah, you should be able to see the streaming room. Just click on it, and then you'll join. I dragged you in, but you went back to the lobby. Parasite on Twitch, you'd be green. I think on Twitch you could pick your color, right? That you show up in chat. I do believe. Okay. Yeah. But then anytime you leave the chat and come back, you get a different color, depending on what's already assigned. So, I mean, it might not be different than everybody else, but might be different than what you had previously. Okay. Well, 6-star Phoenix also on Cyber Weekend. I like. She's a bit more durable awaken. Yeah, because she gets the regen. Well, and she actually has pretty decent prestige as well. No, you just need to click on the streaming channel because I dragged you in, but then you went back to the lobby. But yeah, you're set, so you can always join the streaming channel. But yeah, I can't hear you because you're in the lobby currently. But once you join the streaming channel, should be fine. So you might be there just talking to yourself. Ah, there we go. After you switch
Gotcha.
your stream
Okay, cool.
voice channel, there you go.
Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. I got on there.
There you go.
All
So
that.
I think
Yeah.
you guys should be able to hear him fine, right? So long as I can hear him in Discord, I think you guys should be able to too.
What's up, everybody? I'll try to read the chat for you a little bit, Solar, so that way you can focus on the grind. I know I probably slowed you down enough.
That's all good. It's all good.
Parasite said, I just opened Twitch to give him one extra follow. Haven't logged in after that. I still got to set up a Twitch. Hey, what's up,
Very
Tom?
good.
Wow, you're killing it right now. You're going pretty good with your arena grind here.
Yeah, I won't be back in until. Actually, no, it's not too bad. About 5 this afternoon, so that's not too bad. With the 5
Not
stars,
too bad.
Should be on cool.
I figured the reason why your roster's so deep is you've been playing this game almost twice as long as I have, and I've done the quick fixes, so I don't have enough ISO and stuff like that, and yeah, it's just kind of rough.
Yeah. Well, and also I think like the first, probably about 8 months in, for about a year, I spent a ton of money on this game. But once around when 6 stars were introduced is when I stopped spending as much, and then the last couple of years, in the last couple of years, it's probably been 2 years, probably about $1,200. Whereas I think there was a point where I was spending close to that a month. So, but that only goes for the 5 stars. And so, yeah, the spending didn't help me for the 6.
Oh, hey, what's up, Parasite? Good to hear you too, mate. And Tom Higgins says, Relentless, you were in voice chat with Ghost Dog or someone when I first heard you. Yeah, probably. What about your work schedule, Solar? You said you might be busy.
Oh, it's not
busy,
for
Solar?
work. No, just some appointments and, just appointments, really. Then I had a job interview today. Yeah. Oh, and then a dental thing. It's kind of funny, probably all year, maybe 3 times I've had reasons why I couldn't leave whenever I wanted to, or couldn't be in the game when I wanted to, and then all of a sudden, pretty much every day this week.
Oh man, Billy D says, who put the NBC Sport Reporter on?
See, that's what I'm saying.
Play-by-play.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I think the last 2 years is I only started spending within the last 2 years, so I want to say that I've spent probably about $4,000 to $5,000 the last 2 years.
Okay, that's not too bad. I think, but for a hobby, in general, I would think most people on a hobby are spending more than that, right?
Yeah, and the thing was, it's not a full 2 years I've been spending. The first 19 months I was free to play, and I've only been playing for pretty much just 3 years because Cyber Weekend is when I bought my cell phone and downloaded MCOC.
Okay.
But yeah, nothing there. I got my Legends title 13 months in. Once I pulled Corvus, the next month after, I went for it.
Okay.
Just because it seemed like the meta was going to shift, and it was my only time I could really, pound through it. That was the I want to say Black Widow, Deadly Origin, and Red Guardian when they came out.
Okay.
That was
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll see, because they said that they were anticipating that the overall control issue should be resolved in the new year. So if they are, then I'd probably be back to spending for spring cleaning. So
that'd be, yeah. We should reward Kabam once they've cleaned up their bugs. And the Parasite says Solar is addicted to the arena. He can't get out of it. I heard the news that even if he's dreaming about doing arena, so you even dream about doing arena. Good Lord, it's arena for life.
Arena for life.
Oh yeah, I agree, Tom. So beneficial with ISO, gold, a lot of different types of benefits you get out from grinding arena. Units is my favorite thing, that's for sure.
Yep. Yep. But with their addition of the 6-star shards in it though, like that adds up and it makes a big difference.
True. True
well,
that.
the 6 and the 5-star actually.
That's right.
Because I opened a bunch of 5-star featured 5-stars when that reset. I think I did at least 10. So that's 150,000 shards. And then just recently I did 3 more, so that's 45,000. When it first reset, I was at about 920, and the goal is to get to 1 million. So with almost 200,000 shards opened, I'm already back over 900,000, and that's only because of arena, really. So that's not too bad.
And Nim says, I was not aware that MCOC has its meta.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not quite the metaverse, but
I kind of was a hardcore arena grinder. I'd even grind a 2-star arena until they switched the arena, and it really made me sour because it felt like they took units away, and I had to grind an extra like 4 hours to get the same amount of units I would get, and I kind of put a sour taste in my mouth, and I got away from grinding arena, and then I kind of liked getting my life back, and then I only grind it now when Cyber deals July 4th or gifting, and especially when a good champion comes along.
Yeah. Well, I'll know if I'm successful or not Thursday afternoon, but I'll definitely be looking for your name, because if I miss by a ton, I'm going to be looking very closely at spot 101.
Oh my gosh, I was just about to say that. If I get spot 101 again, I probably won't ever grind for a champion. Watch everybody put up 121 mil.
No, I think it's like, considering what he went for last round, like you will definitely see people going in round 2, but I don't think you're going to see, like, I think you should end up in middle range, I would think.
So 2 things that scare me, and tell me how you feel about this too. But like when people saw how high Null went at 195, something like that, they were like, forget this. I am not grinding for the second round. So he went low 85. With Doom, they were kind of hawking him, like, you know what, we'll see what he gets the first round to see if I'll grind for him the second round. But at 23rd place, my boy got him at 130 mil. And I was like, wait a minute. That's at 23rd, and you grinded 130 mil. So there were still people grinding 150, 160, 170. Don't get it twisted. There were still people hitting those high scores. Yeah, however, like the part of the people were just kind of like not into it because they saw him because they were thinking he might go high. That's how I feel.
Well, I saw 5th, and I think 5th was 180. So, but the thing is too, you sometimes get people who are trying to get the Warbound, I think, if you get the first in arena, and so you'll get people who will go either way. Sometimes they'll go for an arena they think that's going to go really high, so they're going to go put up a crazy score anyways, or if it's an arena that they think is going to go really low, so they don't have to do too much.
Right.
So, Enzo Raid. All right.
Enzo Raid, welcome back, Patel.
How you doing, Mr. Patel?
Billy B says, the old MCOC music I used to hear in my sleep, and my wife dreamt it as well, was about 3 years before I knew you could turn it off in the game. Oh, man.
Yeah, I still have the sound effects. So yeah, it's only if the volume for the phone is low that I don't have the sound effects. But there used to be a few, like Yondu was one. I think he was the main one that if I was fighting against, I had to be able to hear in order to get out of the way of his nonsense. But I think I'm okay with him now without sound.
That's cool. Yeah, I played without sound for a long time when I was in the office. Now that I work from home, I leave it on.
So you're on your lunch currently?
Yeah, I'm on my lunch, deciding whether I want to do a 30-minute or a full hour.
Okay.
I haven't done a lick of work today though because of grinding.
Well, I'm assuming there's no work to be done, right?
Well, I did most of my work before the grind started, so
Okay.
that worked
Okay.
out.
Yeah. Do you think 3 in dexterity helps with the champion? No. You only need the 1 point in dexterity. I think the extra points will give you more damage. I'm not sure, but like for the usefulness of dexterity, you only need the 1 point.
Forger says, I don't even know how many people get 5-star shards without arena. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, yeah, because I mean, you get the PHC shards or the Grandmaster shards from arena, which so opening those, you're duping champions to get shards. Blah blah blah. Yeah. No, it's definitely a way to go for the game, but it is also very mundane, quite tiring.
I agree. Parasite says, I still miss the old music. I just mute it once they updated the new one. And Anem says, during Serping, that's how I'm getting.
Yeah.
Duping.
So duping champions, yeah, but doing arena, you get
Yeah.
more shards, so you're able to dupe champions more frequently. So.
That extra damage from dexterity is just for 1 hit, Tom. It's useless putting 2 points in that. Good call on that, Parasite. Yeah, you know what? I never went and put more points than just 1 in dexterity. I couldn't even tell you what it would do. Never even tried it.
I think it's damage, and I don't know if it lasts longer after you use it. I'm not sure.
Ah, okay. That's interesting. So you dodge something, then you come back and hit them, and you hit them harder because you deck something?
Yeah.
Ah, I thought that was only with strategic movement.
Because they, like, initially it was just the, like you dex it, then you get the charge on you, you hit them, and it's gone. I think it increases the time that it stays on you, but I'm not sure. But they did change it where it increases the amount of damage with the more points you have. But it's
That's
not.
cool.
It's not to an amount to use those points there really.
Once they start doing the mastery presets and it makes it easier for me to go back and forth between masteries, I might experiment more with masteries. I think Kabam really dropped the ball on that because people could have been doing this whole time.
You
Unlocking
really have confidence in them for that, don't you?
Man, they said it like 2 years ago in the Step Diary. I'm just like sticking to my guns. Like, come on, Kabam,
I'm not holding my breath about that, man.
I still have faith.
So you must be also waiting for the wish crystal too, then.
Yeah, let me put in those 25 champs. Let's go.
For dexterity, while blocking, while dodging backward, your champions are not struck by attack successfully avoiding an attack in this way grants 250 critical rating buff that lingers for 0.2 seconds after your next hit. Yeah, so it does increase the time and the amount of damage. But yeah, no, it's not worth it. So it would give you a little bit more time, but I don't think it matters because in under a second, how many hits are you going to get in? And then it's only your critical rating. Yeah, so no. Any more than 1 point is really not going to do you any good.
Yeah. Tom says, yes, with those shards add up. Good to grind, watch and stream with some music, TV, or film. That's right. And then Em says, yeah, kind of lingering effect for a sec or so, a buff linger. I think it's great that it gives you lets you hit harder too, but I'm still probably not going to.
No.
Yeah. And Tom says, Kabam are slow in doing the mastery setups. Would love that. Yes, me too, Tom. Yes, I got 3 in Dex, which I find useful with crit. I mean, honestly, you know your roster setup better than anybody else, Tom. If you feel like you need to run 3 points in Dex, I say go for it. You probably might need those extra points later on, just in case you do come across some different type of content. Maybe you want to run some Mystic Dispersion or, something in like Liquid Courage, Coagulate, something different later on. But you can always take those 2 points out and use them if you need to.
Yeah, if a mastery setup works for you, then go with what works for you. But I don't think I would Ooh, I'm not going to like this. I don't think I would put. So another one that a lot of people will have is stand your ground, and I don't think that it's very useful. However, you will see times where it definitely pays off for people.
Mm-hmm.
But the way now, and my way of looking at it is still kind of maybe a little outdated because there are different champions. But whenever I would get into discussions about it, I like the way I looked at it was the only champion it was really beneficial to was Mordo on defense. And it's also just annoying when you come across it in arena. But yeah, outside of that, like I don't really see where I would ever have points in stand your ground. But there are other people who absolutely have points there. So
Yep. Tom
yeah,
says, yeah. Go ahead.
No, yeah. At the end of the day, you got to go with what works for you, regardless of what
100%.
others are saying.
I agree. And Tom says, yes, Mystic Dispersion is what I put in maybe. The parent side says, Despair, Deep Wounds, Assassins might need that extra 2 points. I agree. I'd feel like all that would be, better than the Dexterity as well. There's very, very good masteries right there. Despair, Deep Wounds, and Assassins. If I had to, choose one or the other, I would definitely put those points in Despair, Deep Wounds. I feel Assassins is diminishing returns. I have at least 1 point there. Just like I have 1 point in Stand Your Ground, I don't feel it's like a total loss, but I could live without it. But it's kind of nice, like, when Mysterio gives you that random heavy out of nowhere, and all of a sudden you're standing your ground, and you're like, "Ha! Can't knock me down."
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. Like I said, it will come in. So the main reason people would go that far is when you're trying to get willpower, right? So I just go with physical resistance. Which I've gone back and forth a few times whether or not there's any point to having or any reason to having points in physical resistance. So yeah, I've had my defensive one the way it is for quite a while. I haven't changed that for a fair bit of time.
Same.
But,
yeah, same. I keep my stuff there. And them says, I want aspect of Death Note on my champ to fight with Mordo. Such a pain in my thumbs. Yeah, a long fight, man.
yeah. The worst is when he's got the power gain and he's blocking and you go to heavy him and he hits you. Because normally he'll just keep blocking. But every now and then, oh, that's so annoying.
He'll block and scoot back and block and scoot back. And then all of a sudden you go to heavy and he just hits you while he's in the corner. You're like, wait a minute, you're supposed to throw your special.
Yeah. Mole Man benefits from stand your ground?
Really?
No, but for Mole Man, though, it's not that you're worried about them heavy. Oh, I guess. But you're not good. If you want to let them heavy you, but for Mole Man, you're going to just like dash back and let them dash into you to trigger his unstoppable. But yeah, if they happen to heavy you and he's got it, okay, I could see what you're saying.
Interesting. And very interesting. And then Tom, good job on maxing out Deep Wounds. I mean, if you have Nick Fury, any kind of bleeders, man, that mastery is so great. Such a good mastery.
I don't know what I would do because whenever I do take suicides off, I don't really change up the only thing I change up is, well, for the most part, I'll just leave 7 points not allocated. But yeah, if I didn't run suicides regularly, I don't know at all how I would have my mastery set up.
Geez, Solar, slow down. You're way ahead of me now.
Yeah, but your champions are probably going to be off cooldown pretty soon, though. Well, not soon, but
that's why I do just the first one. I rush through it, and then the next one at night, I'm going to pair a 6-star with 5 stars, and then what that does is that gets all the 5 stars. So all the like 85 stars I left on the table, those will all be grinded by the time I go to bed tonight.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It allows for one more extra grind, so I'll be able to get in one more 5-star grind at 2.5 million just for my top 5 stars, and then later on at night when it refreshes and my 6 stars refresh, like at 10 o'clock tonight, then that's when I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll stay up till like 1 a.m. grinding that stuff out. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think like today I'm just going to get 2 runs of the 5 and the 6s. Tomorrow, if I don't have to be out, I'll be able to get 3 runs of the 5. which would be really good. But yeah, I think I'm going to need to be out for 2 hours. So.
Yeah. You're doing a great job. Parasite says, Mole Man goes unstoppable. You can punish heavy immediately. Yeah, that's awesome. I love it when he does that.
Yeah, I know, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah. And then Tom says, thanks. I have 6-star Fury Awakened, and at rank 3, Solar is like Lord Shadow, super fast in arena. Yeah, those guys are quick. That's why, I look up to watching those you guys stream, so that way I can kind of get some hints on how you pair everything together. But at the end of the day, it's all about your rank ups, man. You have like all your champions are above that 5,000 marker. Mm-hmm. So that's that PI markers, it helps out so much.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was probably about a little bit more than a year ago that I started taking the 5 stars to rank 3. And then recently I'm taking some to rank 4 just because of the XST2A. And I think that made the Omega Red arena feel a lot better. Because the basic arena normally sucks, but that one didn't seem too bad at all.
I was talking to Killer Q about that. Slurm. Mm-hmm. He was telling me that he had to rank up a ton of 5-star to rank 4, so his T2 wouldn't expire. And I'm unfortunately gonna have like I think 10 or 12 expire on me if I don't get another 10 to 12 tier 5 CC or basic. My bad. By the time they expire, so I got like 20 something days to get a ton of tier 5. That's not going to happen though. So
well, where are you for war?
So as far as it goes, I might be able to get some from war, but you always get T2 with that too. So the T2 alpha just keeps building and building and building.
Yeah.
So it's like
but so if you've got a bunch of T4B and T1A, you could use that and then get your 5 stars to rank 3 or 4.
True. Yes, that's the truth. That's the truth. So how I planned it out is I'm going to do the 1 rank 4. Once I get Doom, hopefully if I get him awakened, and then all my rest are going to be 6-star rank 2s. And then once I can rank up as many rank 2s as I can, I'm going to see where I'm left over. And then I know I'm probably not going to have enough, but I might do a Null to rank 5 and Domino to rank 5 as 5 stars. Okay. So that's kind of my strategy, but I'm still going to have, I kind of calculate, I'm still going to have like 10 tier 2 alpha that go to waste. That's never happened to me before. I've never wasted a tier 2 alpha and that has expired. It does.
So wrong.
Let me catch up on chat for you guys. I'm sorry. And then Billy D says, I took kamikazes off. I put them back on the very next day. Yeah, man. That's why those presets would be so clutch, man, because I do the same thing. I need it for arena, but then when I go to get my content done, I got to take them off sometimes. Yeah. And them says, one of the frustrating one is Mordo's Astral Vade. I keep trying to avoid that. Yeah, man. That's for sure. What do you think? White Mag's pre-fight, kind of helps with that. And who else?
Yeah, so there's a few champions, but I guess it depends where you're seeing Mordo, but you can parry him and then just time it. So just before the parry falls off, you can hit him and you're fine.
Yeah. Kind of like Magneto's heavy.
Yeah, except I'm not able to get that anymore at all. Oh.
Parasite says, I can't play without suicides. It feels like I'm using a 4-star. Man, when you're in arena, I feel it, man. I definitely feel it. And then, let me see. Billy D says, killer. Yes, indeed. Very hard word to say. Chiller-M. Yes. Maybe you can trade some tier 2 out. Yes, that's what I'm hoping, Tom Higgins. On the 10th, we're going to find out if we can trade up those tier 2 alphas, hopefully, for a T5 basic or tier 3 alpha. That would be phenomenal. I would be so happy.
I think the ratio would be so bad.
Oh, that'd be terrible. It'd be
Yeah.
like the 756-star shards you get for 10,000 5-star shards in the
Dude,
black ISO market. It's like the
that's so
worst deal ever.
ridiculous. Yeah, man.
It's
Oh my
so bad.
goodness.
I'm like,
That is
Bam,
so
can you at
bad.
least give us 2,000 shards? I
Yeah.
feel 10,000 5-star shards is at least worth 2,000 6-star. Come on,
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
that's ridiculous.
super ridiculous. And then M says, yes, I'll try to look for an opening or very rare to clip him as he dashed in. Still have to work against him. Yeah, that rear clip. Yeah, I know how that goes. I
Yeah.
just try to intercept Mordo as much as possible, and then once he's kind of like doing the thing where he's going back against the wall, I'll just chase him back against the wall, throw the one heavy, and then he usually throws his special, and then his spading specials from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like don't feel bad about having a hard time with Mordo when he first came out. Yeah, he was rough for everybody. Yeah.
Tom says, yes, that 10K 5-star deal is awful. Parasite
Yeah.
says, I have 5 TB about to expire and I'm out of T2. You know what, man? That was that was me probably about 6 months ago. I had all the T5 in the world and no tier 2 alpha. Now it's reversed on me.
Mm. Yeah, that's why I did the so I did 3 rank 3s yesterday. Doom I used a 2 to 3 gem, and then Ultron and Angela. For Angela, it was more so I needed to do a cosmic because I had a ton of cosmic ISO, and I was going between her and King Groot. King Groot though would have only been for map 8, who I don't think I'm going to end up using him anymore. Whereas
Mm-hmm.
Angela, I'll be using incursions, and I could see using her other areas as well. So, but yeah, I'm kind of done with rank 3s, at least for the current roster. I really don't have that many characters that I really want to take to rank 3. So now it's just to use resources.
Yeah, now I'm back and forth between taking an unduped Ultron, Nebula, or Vision to rank 3 because I'm at that point now where I have so many like T4 CCs in my overflow now that are tech. So
Okay. I've
I
been
wish I
there
would
for
have
sure.
grinded. Wish I would have grinded for the dupe on Ultron. I mean, does he really need it though? Should I R3 him unduped?
I think he'd be fine. For me, I only wanted to do mainly for well, unfortunately, we're only running 3 lanes for off-season war, but I just really wanted the dupe for him to try lane 9. But outside of that, yeah, I think he's absolutely fine. Although, yeah, with the dupe, if you're coming up across somebody with incinerate or shock or whatever, he'll get rid of it quicker. That's about it. And then the absorbing of the energy or of the energy damage. So
Yeah. Very good call for lane 9. Everybody has a Dragon Man on lane 9.
yeah.
All right, let me see. So, Anem says, I have to take down Mordo in 5.3.1, hence I'm practicing with him some time now and trying to land timings as timers. That's good, yeah, because you got to. In 5.3.1, that is probably, I would say, the hardest fight in the whole chapter 5, is that Mordo, that you have to continually keep fighting and fighting and fighting. I think he's harder than the Crossbones and the Sentinel and the Sinister. I think Mordo should be the one that they should be. Well, those are Act 6 actually. Act 5. Let me see, man. Gosh, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I think the Act 5 one, that's the same one from the Karina challenge.
Yeah, so Mordo was the hardest one in Act 5. I feel for me. And then Tom Higgins says, "Oh, Ultron and Angela is nice. I got spare 2 to 3 gem and a mutant T5 CC, keeping it for now." Good. All right. Yeah, you got to know when the best rank of time is. Good call. And then says it would be good if we can get dismantle T5 into T4 brags or so. They're on the verge of expiring. Yeah, I agree. What's crazy is you try to sell that stuff and they say, oh, the item's too precious, you can't sell it. Well, it's so precious it's going to expire in my inventory. Or can I sell it? Gotcha. Parasite says, use some champ who is an evade counter like Moman. Yep. And then Bullfighter. Bought the 1 to 2 today and have 2 more generics, 2 to 3 and 3 on Cyber. Thinking of using one on Tigra and the other one on Kitty when I get her. That is a really good way to use those, my man. And congratulations on, having all that, rank up in your roster right now. That's phenomenal, bro.
Yeah, not bad. The only thing with Tigra, that, well, I mean, I guess if you've already had the time to practice with her and are proficient with her, or want to put in that time, but I think she's somebody that's going to take a fair bit to get used to, but probably a big payoff if you do.
Ooh, Billy D, 10 more subs to get to 500. Let's go, Solar. What are you going to do at 500? You going to do a giveaway?
No, I'm gonna go and show your picture around.
Face reveal.
Well, I mean, if it works out timing wise, which I mean, what would that be about? Yeah, 2 more weeks. So if it's within 2 more weeks, then it would be doing the giveaway stuff. But otherwise, I'm gonna do a stream opening 10 5-star Nexus crystals where chat gets to pick. So that's why I've been doing the stuff, trying like the polls and stuff. But yeah, so opening 10 5-star Nexus, chat dictates who I pick, and then opening 100 of the Thronebreaker daily crystals. And if it happens to be close to the gifting event, then one of the giveaway streams would be that's what I would do during one of the giveaway streams.
Very nice.
So we shall see. I have a rank 4 CGR, so I want to get Night Thrash at a rank 2 for him, and I have Ghost at rank 3, Sig 200, so ideally I like to get useful teams all in the 2 to 3 rank. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's big reason why I took, well, actually only reason why I took Ant-Man to rank 2. Yeah, there's no other way he was going to go to rank 2.
Man, he still needs to get his buff.
Yeah, yeah.
He was a real winner in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, we all ended up losing because the Gilly buff didn't look like it was too good.
They're going to rebuff her though, so hopefully she comes back with some killer utility. That's for sure, and they don't nerf any of her utility that she has now.
Yeah. So Bullfighter, how do you find rank 4 CGR? That's got to be some pretty crazy damage.
Parasite.
Not somebody you see too much of at rank 4.
Yeah. I have a great time with CGR personally, especially in Realm of Legends when I'm potion farming.
Yeah.
I have a rank 3 and a rank 5.
Does it really matter who you choose for 5-star Nexus? Those ISO will be converted to gold. So if it's a dupe, no. Well, yes. Because, so I'm going to list, so main thing would be a new 5-star. I think there's 20 or 30 champions that would be new as 5 stars. But secondly, I'm going to be looking for specific ISO. Like I need Mystic ISO, Tech ISO, and that's about it now. Maybe Mutant ISO. So if anything, the dupes would be important. But, I mean, if people in chat want to troll me, then so be it. But yeah.
Bullfighter says, I hate having a rank 1 champ in questioning situation. It feels like such a waste. yeah, sometimes it does. And then he says, CGR, my favorite champ in game, took him over my rank 3 Herc. Wow, man. Yeah, everybody's been going with Herc because he's got that prestige and, he can pretty much like handle any situation. But honestly, man, CGR is so much fun to play, and I'm glad that you took up one of your favorite champs. I wish I was as strong as you. Corvus is my favorite champ pretty much, but I'm still taking up Doom just because that prestige level. And probably. Yeah,
it's cool. It's cool, especially for the rank 4. It is kind of cool to see not the usual, right? Like not the Duo or the Hercules. So like CGR, Kitty. Or like if it's somebody that just somebody really likes, like Omega Red or something, it's kind of nice to see the diversity there.
Tom Higgins says, I chose to awaken my 6-star Captain Marvel movie instead of CGR. I know he's really good, but I pulled 6-star Fury, so happy there. And honestly, Tom, I would have done the same thing because Captain Marvel movie benefits from it more, going indestructible and stuff like that. CGR is just good. Good without being awakened, still good with being awakened. So, you know, you didn't lose anything on that, Tom. Good job. Good choice on that.
I'm halfway to your next rank 4, so I'll do Doom next to balance out the. Okay, fair enough.
That's amazing. That's amazing, Bull Fodder. Wow.
Did anyone rank 4 Namor yet? Probably, but they probably don't want to be known.
Gosh, Namor gets so much heat. I love playing with Namor. He's just so like amazing. Once you get him to that first, you know, special 3, and then you go back to back with it, and those Furies, man, he does a lot. And plus, he's got one of the only utilities that, you know, can counter things like thorns. And, you know, I mean, he's got to get more credit, man. I think Namor should definitely get more credit. If he, you know, wasn't so glass jaw-ish, you know, he's got a little bit of regen, but, you know, you can bleed that guy, poison that guy. I mean, he's just not durable.
Yeah. No, when he first came out, because he is still the only champion who does what he does, right? Like,
right.
That can like totally get around taking damage. So, yeah, no. I'm trying to find something for you, Tom Higgins. Let's see.
I want to say he is the best electro counter.
Let's see. Yeah, anybody with like thorns damage. Okay, I think this should be. Oh, no, maybe not.
Yeah, for sure, Tom.
No, there was something I had here with the Doom Slap thing, but I don't see it anymore.
That's right, Parasite. That slap is so satisfying.
Oh, wait, here it is, I think. No. Oh, wait, let me see. Yeah, because if you like the Doom Slap thing, you might appreciate this if I can find it.
Is it Katie Candy's video?
No, here we go. Okay.
That one was hilarious. If you ever see that one, Katie Candy put a really funny one up of the Doom Slap. That's for sure.
There you go, Tom Higgins. And with that, I am going to be done with this stream. Let's see if anyone else is going. Ooh, doesn't look like it. Okay, yeah. Well, that is it for me, Mr. Relentless. Thank you for getting in chat and reading the comments and entertaining everyone with your radio voice. And,
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
I don't know when I'll be back again. Maybe if tomorrow, it will be early. But yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out, and I will catch you guys later. Take care.
Take care, everybody.